Welcome back, everybody, to the Rival StarCraft League. This is our round of 16 Group A. We are now in our final match. It is between Beastie Cutie and No Regret. Will be a TVZ. I am Koshkii, and with me is Hjax. Are you ready for those finals, Hjax?
Oh yeah, this is going to be a really high octane, intense series. Well, that's my prediction at least. These are two fantastic players. We already saw Jon Snow sweep everyone tonight and get out of the group 4-0. And the winner of this next match will advance on.
Yeah. So, very important match for both these players.
Hopefully, we'll be getting into the game in just a minute here.
Yep, looks like we do need a quick race check, but I think Beastie Cutie just needed 1 minute. I was going to say, I don't think he's playing random.
I mean, if he did, that would be very impressive. Looks like he is going to play Terran, though.
Yep, is indeed a TVZ here. Looks like our players are now ready. We'll be getting into this shortly. First map, Ruins of Ceres. The spawning positions could play a big part into this game, as No Regret does like his early aggression.
Yeah, I think No Regret is just kind of crossing his fingers right now that they don't have diagonal spawns, because that will slow down anything he tries to do to Beastie Cutie. And I think that if Beastie Cutie can force a macro game, he definitely has an edge.
Oh, for sure. But here we are, spawning diagonally from his Zerg opponent. It is our blue Terran, Beastie Cutie.
Yep, and spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have a soon-to-be somewhat disappointed red Zerg player, No Regret, from Storm Gaming. Doing a double extractor trick. Yeah, so right now, obviously, neither player knows where they spawn, but No Regret is going to be a little bit disappointed, and Beastie Cutie is going to feel a heck of a lot safer when he learns these spawn positions, because just any advantage you can get against a player like No Regret is amazing.
Yeah, it looks like No Regret, though, going for the hatch first here.
Ooh, a change. I didn't see No Regret's first series, I think, but I saw him play against Jon Snow, and there was a lot of aggression in that series for sure.
Yeah, and we have seen, I think, pull first from all of No Regret's games today, but I think every now and then he does pull out the hatch first sort of play as well.
Yeah, I'm very curious how this game's gonna go. So he went hatch first, but that doesn't rule out, two base all-ins, two base muta builds. There's all sorts of fun stuff he can do.
Yeah, for sure, and it wouldn't surprise me if we still saw a bit of a 2-base attack from No Regret, even off of 3-base. It wouldn't surprise me if he really started playing very aggressive. However, behind this we did get a gas. We do have a pool. Speed will no doubt be started up when 100 gas has been accumulated. Beastie Cutie getting his second base as well. He's playing pretty standard here, getting a reactor on his barracks and just taking things from here.
Yep, extremely normal stuff we're seeing so far from both players. Reactor expand, 2 Marines from Beastie Cutie, a hatch first, and a gas and pool from No Regret. Nothing weird so far.
Yeah, both being very standard here. There goes our speed, and actually drones have been pulled off of gas, so right now, No Regret, he's playing a pretty big macro game. He's droning up, and he is just getting as much mining done on these minerals as possible.
Yep, we see a factory coming out from Beastie Cutie. Might want to go into Hellions or maybe a mine drop. See what happens out of that.
Hellions do seem to be rather popular in TVZ. Wouldn't surprise me to see them coming.
Yeah. I'm looking at the chat right now. Apparently the overlay said that you were DrennoC and I was you.
Yeah, I was looking at that earlier.
Quite funny.
I've secretly DrennoC this whole time.
Wait, and I'm Koshkii then? This doesn't make sense. A third base coming down for No Regret. Wait, has he seen where his opponent is yet? Nope.
Yeah, no, he doesn't know. He's being very gutsy here, and it's working out for him. I mean, Beastie Cutie not being overly aggressive at the moment either. We do have a tank coming out for Beastie Cutie, but the starport hasn't finished. And right now, No Regret does have this time to just drone up. We do have 18 lings though on the way. I have a feeling that this third base could just be used for larva. I don't know if No Regret's going to mine from it.
Yep. Looks like No Regret just remembered who he is and is now pumping 20 Zerglings and making a baneling
Yeah.
nest. I was gonna say, like, this is a little weird for a No Regret game. Like, a third hatch, nothing happened, but then suddenly he's like, hey, I can make 40 lings right now.
Yeah, I have a strong feeling that that third base is going to be used for larva. We do have a Liberator coming out for Beastie Cutie, but will it be enough versus all of these lings? The lings can go right past those freedom zones very fast.
Yep. Beastie Cutie has a tank, but it's in this cute little pocket between the minerals and the gas, but it's still relatively exposed. There isn't a full wall off or anything protecting it. You can just run around this depot or behind the CC very easily.
We do have quite a few banelings morphing. Beastie Cutie knows exactly what is up now. We have bunkers starting to be formed. However, there's a lot of lings here, and these banelings just about to join them. They're waddling on over now.
Yep. A second tank is coming down for Beastie Cutie, and it's going to be sieging up just in time for this attack. The lings jump on the first tank and kill it pretty quickly, but the banelings don't kill the bunker, so he'll be able to keep killing lings that way.
The lings, though, they are getting into the main, but there are Marines here to defend. The lings will be taken out. And, you know, Beastie Cutie, he's done a pretty good job at defending. No Regret, though, continues to move across the map. He is getting a layer behind this, too.
Yep. So far, hasn't done too much damage. Looks like No Regret's trying to pick off as many workers as he can right now. He killed a grand total of 2, so not really that impressive. Whereas Beastie Cutie has killed 57 units this game.
Yeah, behind this, though, there is a Liberator that is starting to get into position. Queen will probably try and take it out, but the Liberator could cause some problems. No Regret continues to move across the map. One thing No Regret is doing is he's denying an expansion right now for Beastie Cutie, but Beastie Cutie has got pretty nice setup here. A lot more units could be lost here from No Regret if Beastie Cutie defends here pretty well. And it looks like he will. He might lose another tank. 2 tanks may... Oh, that other tank actually survived, so 1 tank lost there.
Yep. He didn't kill any more workers. He killed a tank. That's an trade. Like, that was a lot of Zerglings to spend for just 1 tank. And all 3 of these bunkers are pretty much full of Marines, and they were shooting. So that was a very clean defense. And wow.
GG.
He just GG'd.
I have a feeling that No Regret kind of realized that he didn't get nearly as much damage as he wanted to, and that Beastie Cutie was still building up an army, and there was a Liberator in the main base taking out drones too. So it was a really tough situation for No Regret to come back from.
I didn't see the Liberator. That makes sense.
Our next map, though, will be loaded up shortly. I think it is actually Central Protocol, so interesting choice there. You know, Zerg are notoriously aggressive on this map, especially since a third base is extremely difficult to take.
Yeah, it's just so far away, and there's no ramp or anything to really protect it, so it gets really rough to try to defend that.
Yeah, there was a change recently to this map. It took away the backdoor rocks, so that's not something to worry about as much. It'll be a little bit easier for Beastie Cutie, you know, because he doesn't have to worry about those rocks, but at the same time, it's not the easiest map to play on. But I have a feeling, like, players sometimes they have their own strategies for certain maps, regardless of what, you know, race you are. If you have a really good strategy, you can really make things work here.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I'm sure these players have, you know, looked at each other's games a little bit in preparation for these matches, because, like,
Yeah.
the further you go, making a little money, like, getting a little more, like, popularity, people see you play, like, you definitely want to do well if you can in this kind of event.
Yeah.